Macca's Guides.
Hey, what's up guys? Macca here, playing the Escapists on Xbox One, which is available on February the 13th, 2015. It does not have an official release date for the PS4 at this very moment, but it might be coming there in the future. It is also available for PC via early access. Now in this preview, I'll be doing the first prison, and I'll be going all the way through and actually escaping it, which is why the video is a little bit long. I'll be naming my character Macca here. You can name your character anything you want, and you can select your general player icon there. And we're gonna actually skip the tutorial because I don't think it's really worth showing. But I'll be explaining everything as it shows up on screen anyways, so you shouldn't be missing anything. Now, what this game is more or less, it is a strategy game about being captive in a prison, and you're looking to find a way to escape that prison using a variety of different things, including plans, and you can craft stuff, you can use other people in the prison and bribe them, you can take guards' outfits, and do a whole bunch of other stuff in order to escape. Now, because I am in the first prison, this is obviously going to be the easiest prison to escape from. You have a whole wide variety of luxuries available to you at your disposal. You have your own desk, your own toilet, your own room. You can wander around. You get a whole bunch of free time. Every morning is going to begin with your morning roll call, which is basically you just have to show up to your roll call as I'm showing up here. There's an in-game clock on the top of the screen, and as you'll see, that clock is going to be very important to you because you want to stay on your schedules and you want to make sure to plan stuff. Timing is everything in this game. It is the most important aspect of this game. If you time everything properly, you can get away with a lot of things, but if you're not timing things as you should be, you probably won't get away with them. Now, you'll see characters with green exclamation points above their head. That means that they have a favor that they would ask of you, and if you complete those favors, you can get coins from them, and then coins can be used for a variety of things we'll talk about later. Now, I have two favors that I was asked from two of these guys here. They are difficult, so I won't be completing them, but I'll be asking more favors and stuff after that. In this prison at 9 a.m., we end up having to go for breakfast. Now, one of the important things you're going to want to do in this game is kind of take as many different components and tools and things you'll need in order to help your escape. So in this prison, just from trial and error, I've played it a whole bunch before. I know that forks and knives are going to be important to me. I'm going to need a whole bunch of them, and there's not enough of them for me to complete a jail breakout right away. So what I'm going to be doing is just taking as many as I can fit. So I have 6 inventory slots, and I'll be putting them away at my desk for the day. Breakfast lasts an hour, and then after breakfast you can do different things here, like fight people. You can try to fight a guard, but you're obviously not powerful enough, so you'll want to keep that in mind. This guy actually passed out, and one of the favors I was asked was to get sleeping pills. Now, if I were to pick up these sleeping pills off this unconscious inmate, the guards would see me and they would attack me and they would take away the sleeping pills. So I'm going to wait until everyone leaves for breakfast, and then I'm going to take the sleeping pills off this guy. Now that no one's in the room, it won't be seen. Now, because I was full on inventory, I will have to drop one of my knives. And now I have a morning free period. You can do a variety of things during your free period. You can go to the gym and work out. Working out on this bench press, I want to call it, will work on your strength. Working out on the treadmill will work on your speed. So speed allows you to run faster. Strength allows you to take more damage. You'll see in the top left corner a heart meter. That's kind of your life. Strength will allow you to have more life. You can also go to the library, and you can lol at some cats on the computer screen, and that'll gain intellect. So now that I have a bunch of things here, I'm going to go back to my room and put them away. And again, because I've done a whole bunch, I know what I'm doing, so this is going to be kind of new to you. It's a lot of trial and error. You're going to have to figure stuff out for yourself. During my free period, I can do a whole bunch of things. What I'm going to be trying to do here is steal stuff from other inmates. You can steal their bed sheets and their pillow, and I'm going to be using the crafting system in order to craft something using the bed sheets and pillows. I accepted another favor as that guy was walking by, and again, I walked in and did that. Now, some things can't be crafted until you have a certain intellect level, so you'll want to keep that in mind. If you craft 2 pillows and a bed sheet, you can make a bed dummy, which is something you can put in your bed at nighttime to trick the guards into thinking that you're in your cell. Again, that was true trial and error. You can also buy tips in the game. Here's the job board. You'll have a job to do. There's a 1 hour or 2 hour section of your day that's going to be attributed to doing work. And depending on what job you're at, you'll have to do different things in the prison. Now, you'll want to keep in mind, if you do your job very poorly, they will kick you off of job duty. And job duty is important because it helps you get coins and it allows you to progress through the game, get tips, bribe inmates, and stuff like that. I'm going to work a little bit on my strength here because I know that's something that will help me in case my breakout goes badly. Having extra health is always important. Strength isn't that important if you're going for a little bit of a stealth approach. But you'll want to keep in mind that, you know, it is important. I put my bed dummy in my bed, which isn't 100%, sorry about hitting the mic there, isn't 100% necessary at this moment as I won't be escaping today. But it will help me to just keep him somewhere so that I don't have to carry him around or anything. So now that my morning free period is about to end, I will be called to the workout, I wanted to say, or lunch. First is lunch. On my way to lunch, I'll notice this guy. This is the guy who actually asked me for the sleeping pills. And I have the sleeping pills on me and I can give them to him. But for some reason, he doesn't feel like taking them off of me right now. I'll have to find him during a free period in order to give him the sleeping pills in order to collect my reward for doing his favor. Now, as you see, it's lunchtime, and I'm going to leave some forks here. I'm going to need those forks later, but I don't want them taking up my inventory slot, so I just left them there near the wall. And I'm just going to pick up this knife, which I'll need for later, and I'm just going to sit at the table. You actually have to pick up your food and sit at the table, which will replenish your energy, which is the green lightning bolt in the top left corner. You're not going to need that. You can do a whole variety of things to replenish that. Eating is one of them. You can eat in the actual eating room, or you can just consume stuff from your cell, like cookies and chocolate bars. Additionally, you can rest, and you can go to the shower in order to do your thing. So now that I'm at work, I'm going to be on laundry duty. Laundry duty, you literally just wash dirty laundry and then you pack it from one hamper into the another. So the red one is dirty, you're going to put it in the washing machine, take it out, and then put it into the clean hamper, which is the blue one. Now you can see that I dropped my knives outside because I need the inventory slots to do my job. And as you can see, one of the things in my inventory, I'm actually washing guard outfits and prison inmate outfits. So luckily for me, I'm actually going to have a clean prison guard outfit to use for my escape, which is very, very useful and very, very important for my method to escape. So I'm going to make sure to keep at least one of those inmate guard outfits on me that's clean. And you'll see in the bottom right-hand corner, that's my job quota. That's the amount of work I'm going to need to do within the hour to make sure that I can keep my job or get a promotion to another job. If I fail to meet that quota, they will fire me, and not having a job in this game makes it a little bit more difficult. So you'll want to keep in mind to always be doing your job, although it is a good time of the day to sneakily try to do some things if you have a little bit of extra time. So now that I've reached my quota, you'll see that I believe I got paid a little bit. I'll pick up my knives that I left outside here, and now that I also have that guard outfit. At this time of the day is the exercise period. You get 1 hour to exercise, so you'll either want to do the treadmill or for speed, or the bench press for strength training. I recommend early on doing strength, but speed also does help when you're progressing. Now I know there's a lot of information to take in. This is a preview video. I'm trying to explain how everything works, how the gameplay kind of works, what you're going to want to be doing in order to get certain tasks to happen. And so yeah, you'll want to keep all that in mind. After every workout hour, there is a shower hour where you go into the showers. Now, you can skip the workout and the showers, but there's a few things you want to keep in mind if you do decide to risk that. If the guards don't see you in one of the activities, your guard alert meter will go up. So in the top right corner, you have your amount of coins, and then you'll see a small icon with a guard. Right now, my hostility, or whatever you want to call that, my guard alert meter is at 0%. When you start missing lots of activities, if you don't go to lunch, you don't go to your exercise, you don't go to the shower, their hostility will begin to rise. And when they're hostile against you and their hostility goes up way too high, it can lead to them wanting to take you down, beat you up, take away a lot of your inventory stuff, and search your cell as well. Now you'll see that I did return the sleeping pills to Rolando, and he did pay me as he said he would, so now I have even more coins than before. You can use coins to visit the payphone and buy tips, or you can use them in order to bribe other inmates to like you more. If you bribe other inmates, which I won't be doing in this playthrough, you can actually make them your friends, and if they're your friends, you can kind of recruit them to do things for you. You can make them follow you around and beat other inmates up for you so that you can take stuff off those inmates without actually getting in trouble yourself. So that's pretty useful. Later on in the game, if you start beating up all the inmates on your own, they'll all start hating you, and the game becomes really, really tough to complete. So you do want to recruit friends as best as you can, and you'll be doing that by either bribing them with money or bribing them with different gifts you can give them. So as you see here, now I have 4 knives, and I'm going to need these knives for something I'm going to be doing later. So I'm going to be keeping those on me, and I've ditched my forks in this corner here because I know those forks I'm going to be using them. Now you can use the fork to actually scratch your way through walls. So that's what I'm doing right here, and I'm scratching my way through this wall. However, you'll want to know that if you get noticed by a guard, you will be detained, and they will fix the wall. If you're seen by an inmate, they usually don't really care. Unfortunately, I only had 2 forks, so I was only able to scratch my way through 40% of that first wall. And so I'm going to have to wait for day 2 in order to get more forks, or else I won't be able to do this. So I'm going to visit the payphone, and with my money I can buy tips. Tips will usually either tell you certain things about the game that you'll want to know, or they'll tell you how to craft certain things that you might not have known. One tip that I bought earlier in a different playthrough told me that there are watchtowers, and those watchtowers are actually not manned at night. So that's very important for me because I'm going to be making my break out at night when I know that the watchtowers aren't active, or else if I tried to break out right now, the watchtowers would shoot me and I would die very easily. They would also know that what my plan is, and then they would fix anything that I might be tampering with that might take me more than 1 day. Now, during my free period here, I'm going to actually break into some other inmates' rooms. The guards won't really like you if you're in someone else's room, and the inmates really won't like you if you're taking their shit, so you want to make sure you don't do that. You can either store stuff into the desks, or you can just flush stuff down the toilet. Now, there is a chance that if you flush something through the toilet, it will clog and it will overflow and cause a small flood. I don't know what the gameplay implications of causing a toilet to flood actually are, other than the fact that there's water all over the floor. I don't know if people actually get mad at you, or if the guards actually care, or if it's able to cause a distraction later on. So I'm not really sure what causing the toilets to flood is going to do to the game. During your free period, you can also go to this glass and you can have visitors. The visitors, I don't know what their purpose is in the game. I think they can offer you certain tips about certain things in the game. However, my visitor doesn't offer me any valid or useful tip at this period. After the evening roll call, after the evening free period, we have the evening roll call. This is a roll call where you will have to show up. If you don't show up, the prison will go on lockdown. And if it's on lockdown and all the guards are searching for you, if they find you, they will beat you up or possibly kill you if you're at a tougher prison. So you want to keep that in mind as well. The roll call lasts 1 hour. After the evening roll call, it's lights out time, so the guards expect you to be in your bed, sleeping until the morning. So during this first night, that's what I am going to be actually doing. I do have a bed dummy inside of my bed, so I don't actually have to go to bed if I don't feel like. I could actually stay up all night and work on my intellect if I really wanted to, and then take a quick shower or eat something in order to regain my strength or my stamina, or the green lightning bolt in the top left corner. So now it's lights out. Again, like I said, tonight I'm going to be sleeping through it because I don't really need anything specifically to be done at nighttime. So I'll just be doing that. I'm in my bed. I put my bed dummy back. I'm going to see what I have at my desk, and I'm going to store some knives here. And then I'm going to leave my prison guard outfit there as well for later. I don't really need it right now. What I need is inventory slots, because I know I'm going to need to pick up at least 3 forks and probably another knife or 2 in order to plan my escape properly. So that's what I've been doing there. Again, morning roll call. After morning roll call will be breakfast. I can take a look at all the favors I have to do here. I know I'm not going to be doing a lot of them, so I actually deleted one, and I'm going to pick a new one and see if I can get lucky. The ones that ask you to cause a ruckus are very easy to do. However, they can get you on the bad side of the guards and of other players, so I don't like to do them if I'm going for a stealth approach where everyone likes me and a speedy playthrough like I am in this video. Again, this roll call, 1 hour on the game clock, and we're off to breakfast. You want to be the first one there. Again, I take the wrong route and I end up not being the first one there. Luckily, the utensils are there and I'm able to pick up what I need in order to complete it. So I'm going to be picking up 4 forks, which is perfect. I don't know why I didn't pick up all of them. I decided to leave some in the inventory there. And again, you can do a whole bunch of things here. There's a whole lot of strategies. You can actually knock out guards, steal their stuff off of them. If you steal certain keys and the guard wakes up, he will report you, and then you'll be sent into what is it? Oh God, what's the word for solitary confinement? There we go. You'll be put in solitary confinement for a day or 2 or 3 days, depending on what you do, and that's going to hinder your score. So again, now I have my morning free period. I'm going to be digging this wall as best as I can. I'm going to make sure to leave it at 10%. I don't actually want to take it down, or else the guards will notice it and then they'll replace it before nighttime. So I want to make sure I don't get seen while doing this, which is why I ran away. I'm going to leave it at 10% like I said, and I'm going to make sure to... Oh, that guy almost saw me. So he's actually chasing me for something I did. If I was speedier, I would be able to run away more quickly. However, because I didn't train too much on the treadmill, I'm pretty slow. But I know that if I just keep running around in a circle, my guard alert meter in the top right corner will go down, and eventually he'll just give up and not chase me anymore, which is what my goal is right now. So now that he's left me alone, the morning free period is soon coming to a close. I'm gonna go into my room here, and I'm gonna pick out the knives and the guard outfit that I needed. And you can actually leave stuff on the map and not have to worry about it for later. Like, you can leave stuff and plant it there, and no one will take it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my 3 knives here, and I know I'm going to be using the knives to cut through a fence. So because they're plastic knives, and it's a chain link fence, it's going to take me obviously a few knives in order to get through. So that's why I decided to put 3 there and free up my inventory slots. And I know that's what's going to be happening. Now, for the next little bit, I'm actually just going to be running through the motions of the day. I'm going to be going to lunch, doing my job, showers, workout, and that's more or less it. So I will actually let you guys enjoy the gameplay with the sweet music in the background, and I'll join you back up a little bit later in the video when I start actually going through the escape motions, and I'll see you there. Alright, so we are nearing the end of the second day, which is when I plan to escape this prison. Everything seems to be lining up exactly how I need it. I have my wall knocked down to 10% with a fork, and I have a fork that's going to be able to help me out. You can go to the job board and apply for different jobs. If I didn't want to be a laundryman, I could be a mailman. However, I don't have enough intellect to be a mailman because I'm just too stupid in this game. I would have to go to the library, train my intellect, and make sure that it's high enough in order to apply for that job. Now, everything's set in motion. I have my prison outfit, I have my forks, and I have my knives that are going to get me through the fence. You can actually take your outfit off, and you can actually run around naked if you feel like it. It is actually related to an achievement in the game, which I thought was pretty funny. I'm just going to be training my intellect here a little bit. I don't really have a great reason to do it. It's just to kill time. Now, the 2200 hours is when evening roll call will be, so I'm just going to wait here because I know it's going to happen anyways. And then once that happens, it's going to be the lights out time of the day, which is when I'm going to plan my escape. Now, I'm going to triple check that my bed dummy is in bed, and it is. Okay. They're going to tell us that there's going to be a random search of the bedrooms tonight, and hopefully you're not a part of that search, or else it might make your escape a little bit more difficult, and you might need to plan it for the next day. I'm not a part of the randomly selected search, luckily, and I don't think you can be in this first prison because of how low security it is. So moving forward, after the roll call is done, I'm going to sneak into the library, and that's where I'm going to change my outfit. Changing the outfit will help you sneak by guards, but if you start acting suspicious and you stand in front of them for too long, they will recognize you and they'll tell you to go to bed. So there I am. I'm switched into my guard outfit. I took out my fork, and I know I'm going to need to dig through that wall. These guys keep noticing me, and that's not what I want. I want to be alone in this area, being able to use the fork on the wall in order to scrape my way through. And these guys are just way too nosy, and so I'm just going to keep running around in circles until they kind of leave me alone. You can see that by their text that some of them did actually recognize me, like this guy here, and that's not what you want to happen. But eventually, once you're left alone, and I'm going to run another lap here because they're not leaving me alone. Eventually, once they start to leave you alone, I'm going to dig my way using the fork through this wall. Now, if I'm going to actually get a block of wall into my inventory, I can leave that wall the way it was. But if I don't replace the old block and one of the guards sees that wall taken down, he'll start to become suspicious. The place will go on lockdown and they'll start searching for you. And if they find you while you're outside on lockdown, they will beat you up and then you won't be able to escape. So now I'm using all these knives that I had stored outside to cut my way through the fence. It's going to take you a whole bunch of cuts. Each knife can do 30%. Before it breaks, and that's my way through, and I got out. That's how you get out of the first prison. That's my way. You can also dig your way out. You can do a whole bunch of things. I got my way out in 2 days, which I thought was pretty cool, and that is my preview of this game. Again, there's a whole bunch of ways to get out, so that's just mine. This is a preview. If you have questions about this game that are not related to my opinions on it, you can ask in the comments of the YouTube section, and I will try my best to answer them. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy the video, and hopefully I see you in the next one. Peace.